Right now, as we're preparing for our first tournament, it's significantly more important to focus on your arguments and your understanding of what's going to happen each and every single round. But there's a number of other things that kids oftentimes worry about during this that are things that kind of get thrown to the side. Clothes and what to wear to a tournament are oftentimes one of those worries that we underestimate. So, wanted to give you some tips and some ideas about what clothing should look like at a speech and debate tournament. We always dress nice and professional because it's going to help our arguments and our credibility. Ultimately, clothing does not tell you whether you're right or wrong, but it does affect the perception of the judge. And so if we've got a strong, confident image that we are projecting, we have a chance for judges to take us a little bit more seriously. So, first, let's talk about the guys. Guys are always going to wear nice pants, so you're looking at khakis or dress pants, slacks, etc. They aren't going to wear jeans, and they definitely aren't going to wear shorts. For shirt, you always want to do a button-down shirt. Almost everybody will be wearing a tie. Some people are going to wear full suits or sport jackets on top. If you're a freshman, I would not recommend buying a suit right away. You're likely going to hit a growth spurt sometime during this year, and that means if you spend a lot of money on a suit, you're probably going to outgrow it before the end of the season. You can feel confident debating just in a shirt and tie, along with some nice pants to be able to debate well. If you want to come up with a sport jacket, excellent. If you want to wear a bow tie, perfectly fine. There are a few people who will try to get away with the tie, but when you see every single other competitor wearing it, you're going to feel like you should as well. Girls have a lot more options, which in some ways makes it a little bit more complex. For girls, you want to dress business. That's going to be a couple of different options. Number one, you can totally wear pants or a skirt, or even a dress. The key here is that it's not too short. We are going to sit down and stand up multiple times in the round, and oftentimes a skirt that's too short is going to make people feel uncomfortable in the round, particularly having to rise and then sit. You also run into the fact that throughout the day, if your skirt is short, there's going to be a number of judges that are going to come up to you thinking that they're helping you and telling you that your skirt is too short. That's likely going to make you feel uncomfortable throughout the day, and if you're uncomfortable, you're probably not going to debate at the best of your ability. So again, dress pants are perfectly fine. Skirt, dress are going to work as well. Length, just make sure that it's appropriate. For your top, you can go full suit if you want. Many girls will. You don't have to, however. A nice dress shirt with a sweater over it is going to be perfectly fine. Basically, you want to dress for a business meeting. You want to project strength and you want to project class, and so you're going to focus on those things. For both guys and girls, you want to make sure that your hair is not distracting and that it's out of your eyes. I'm perfectly okay if you have your hair dyed and you want to keep it for the debate round. However, be aware that that image is going to be what you're showing off to the judges. They will form an opinion about you through first seeing you. That can sometimes create either a downhill reaction where you're running towards the judge's opinion of you and it's easy sledding, or it can be that you set up a hill that you have to run up to disprove their initial thoughts. It tends to be easier to run downhill. With jewelry, any jewelry is perfectly fine. We do ask if you have a facial piercing that you take it out for the tournament. That becomes easy to remove. Again, it's about judge formation opinions. We aren't going to force it out, but we highly, highly recommend it. If there are questions about what you're going to wear being appropriate or not, the easiest thing to do is just take a picture of it, and you can send it to be looked at by myself or any members of our varsity. And so if a female student wants to see what a varsity female student would say about the acceptability of it, That's a great way to get their opinion, as they know after having gone to these tournaments what people are going to wear and what they're not going to wear. Ultimately, we want you to feel comfortable and we want you to feel like you're going to succeed. For shoes, guys are going to wear simple dress shoes. Girls, again, have a lot more options. If you don't walk well in high heels, wear flats. Ultimately, we want you to be comfortable, and if you're worried about tripping on your way up to the podium, you're not quite focused on what we want you to focus on. From a professional standpoint, they do want closed-toed shoes. So when you're looking at either flats or heels, make sure that it's closed-toed.